Good morning. Today is Sunday, the 12th of January, 2025, and the time now is 8:43 a.m. in the morning. My name is the Bull of Lewisham, and I'm a prize fighter, boxer, pugilist. I want to just read Psalms 23. I'm going to be talking about Mike Tyson briefly, the former heavyweight champion, something that he said. But this is a powerful Psalm, one of the best ones for me. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. It's a lovely psalm, isn't it? Beautiful psalms. Anyway, so if Mike Tyson watches this video and what I said, the quote is wrong, then I apologize, Mike. My name is Bull. You know my name is Bull, the Bull of Lewisham. Got another name. You know my other names. Kid Blackie, the non-paral. Yeah? I've got many names, Mike. Got about 10, 15 boxing names that I can quote. You know, I've got loads fighting. I get more and more. I get more boxing names as time. See, like this year, 2025, I might get another 5 or 6. But anyway, I heard you said, we're now in 2025, it must have been about 15 years ago. You said, must have been like 15 years ago, you said, I know how God works. I thought, rah, that's fucking deep still. Like, you saying that you know how God works. I was like, rah, like, what do you mean? Like, I'm 55. We're roughly about the same age, isn't it? And I can't fucking understand that shit because I don't know how he works. How you know how he works? Because I know that you're famous and you're rich and wealthy and that you're a legend, isn't it? You're legendary, isn't it? You're legendary. You're like a legend. You're like Achilles. You know, like the Greek mythology, the warrior Achilles. You're like that, innit? You're close to Achilles. You're on that fucking level, mate. You're like Achilles. You know, like Alexander the Great. You know Alexander the Great that conquered nations. You're on that fucking shit level. So I'm like, right, you say you know how God works. So did Elohim reveal himself to you? So he revealed himself to you. He revealed himself to you. So you know I'm Afro-Caribbean like you, Michael, innit? Mike Tyson. You know I'm like you, innit? I'm just, you know how we think, innit? We're not white people. Hold on, no. We're not Caucasians. We're not Caucasians. We're not Europeans. We don't originate from this part of the earth. We're from the Caribbean and Africa, innit? But I'm saying is, so Elohim, Yahweh revealed himself to you. He told you how he works. Fucking hell, you got that. That's powerful. Because I'm fucking struggling, man. I'm 55. I'm going to train tomorrow. I'm doing 2 hours around there. And it's fucking -2 degrees and shit like that. But he hasn't revealed himself to me. He hasn't revealed himself to me. So I'm not a Christian. Like, when I say to people I'm not a Christian, I don't think they fucking understand what I mean. When I say I'm not a Christian, I don't mean in the literal sense. I mean that I don't. It's hard, isn't it? The English language. I struggle with the English language. I would say it like this. It's like saying, fucking, how do you express it? Anyway, so, do I have a can of Coke? No, I don't. Something like that. So if someone said to me, oh, Bull, have you got a can of Coke in your pocket? I'll say, no, I don't have a can of Coke in my pocket. I've got my wallet and my back of pocket tissue. Something like that. So, no, I'm not a Christian. I don't know if they understand that. I know where the Coke is. The Coca-Cola's in the shop, isn't it? And there's many shops. We got a I'm in London. Outside London, yeah. We got a supermarket, Tesco's. They've got loads of fucking Coca-Cola in there, Diet Coke, all that shit in there, yeah. And they've got like another shop next door with this Asian man. They've got pure drinks in there. Now, I know where the church is, I know where the church is, and I know where the churches are. There's so many in London, in Brexit. There's so many in Brexit. So, now Brexit is another name for the United Kingdom because I think it's something like 10 years ago, they voted now. Did you hear about that, Mike? In America, they voted now in England to I can't remember it. To not be part of Europe, or to be part of Europe, or to not be part of the European Union, something like that. Not to be part of the European Union, to be distinct or something like that. Or I don't know. It's a long story, but something to do with Europe and not being part of Europe. Anything, something anyway. So I know where the Coca-Cola, I know where the Coke is. I can go and buy one now, can of Coke, yeah, in a red can. But I'm not a Christian. I know where the church is. I know where I know where they sell holy Bibles. I know where the Bible shops are. Do you understand? I can go Lewisham. Lewisham got a big black Christian community. I can go Brixton, big black Christian community. All that. I know where the black, like Afro-Caribbean black Christian communities are. Do you understand that, mate? So when I say I'm not a Christian, like today's Sunday, I'm not going to the black Christian community. I'm not going to church today, no. So I'm not in that. I'm not in at that. Does that make sense? But I know what the Christianity is. If I want to buy a cross with the Jesus Christ thing, all that, right? I know where to go and buy it. But I'm not going to wear one because that's not me. Does that make sense? Or does that not make sense? Okay. So anyway, now, Mike, get back into reality. So, what I'm saying now, bro, you said you know how God works. So Elohim, you know Elohim is one of his names. You know Elohim is one of his names. He's got so many names, isn't it? This one, he's got so many names, isn't it? But anyway, now the Elohim is one of his names. So, or Yahweh or Jehovah, isn't it? Got so many names now. Anyway, so he revealed himself to you. He told you how he works. How does he work? How does he work? Because I'm on planet Earth at the moment. You know, I know you know that I'm on planet Earth, but I'm on planet Earth. I see a lot of shit in it going down there. But what? How did he work? Because I want to know. How did he work for you? How did he work for you, Mike? I wonder how he works for you because I'm curious. How did he work for you? He works. You know how he works. You know how he works. You know how he works. I don't know if you said that quote, but I heard some shit. I heard you say something like that maybe 10, 15 years ago now. I read the Psalms 23. If I got it wrong, then I apologize. I apologize. I'll say sorry. I apologize, yeah. But from what I can recollect, I've got a brilliant memory, especially when famous people, especially black people, say things. I always remember. But anyway, so he revealed himself. He told you how he works. That's deep, isn't it? He told him how he works. I told him how he works. Cause I tell you, there's a lot of injustice in the world, isn't there? A lot of injustice, and people are born poor and they don't get a proper education. You know all that, mate. They don't get a proper education and they don't get a proper, can't find no work. You know what I mean? They're young, like 19, 20. Their life is just down the drain. Like you talk to them, they ain't got no plans of any optimism or anything positive to say. You know what I mean? I see that. I see that, you know. I'm like, right, him. And it's like, you know how he works. I'm like, well, because I think that, I'm not talking about Yahweh or Elohim, but I feel like in life, people always favor the strong or what they perceive as strength. Because like, for me, the Bull of Lewisham, yeah, I'm going to shoot my best. Oh, let me just pause there. For me, the Bull of Lewisham, strength comes in degrees. I'll say that. Strength comes in degrees. So what people perceive as strong is not what I perceive as strong. No. I don't perceive that strong, no. I'm talking about what you see in this video, me, the Bolution. What many people perceive as strong is not my reality of strength. No. So anyway. So he revealed, so you know how he works. That's kind of fucking deep still. Because all like my guys like Chris Rock and Pop Smoke and Poppy, all them boys, I'm sure he didn't reveal himself to them. I don't know, but they didn't say no shit in their songs or anything that he revealed himself to them. I mean, I'd love to hear that from them, but still. But you know how he works. So I'm trying to figure it out now. So you know how he works. So it must be something like, you know how he works. So it must be like the rich and the poor, innit? Like rich people and poor. So you got rich and poor. So those that are rich, successful people. Oh, I see you, Mickey D. Now that's my nickname for you, Mickey D. That's respectful still. So people that are rich, yeah, and the poor, I get that. That makes sense. It does make sense, innit? The rich and the poor. That I fully with that because like you're when you're young, you're rich, innit? You're rich and you got all the trappings of the riches, and then you got poor people. Yeah, I get that. And so you can change all that, innit? Because like I'm fully fucking for that. I believe in that. I really do because it's shit. Because things can happen. Shit can fuck you up, you know. And you could be rich. You could be rich and become poor.